Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video. So today is another news video because one of you guys actually commented do another one, and I decided to make another one because that guy only has 7 subscribers. You may already know who he is, and we're gonna start. So if you didn't know it, I actually live in a state called Juanito, Texas. If you also live in Juanito, Texas, then congratulations because you also live where I live, and I suspiciously live in the street, W Lane Street. Now, it also means West Lane Street, which I don't know about north, east, south, west. I don't know about any of those, but I live on the very end. So I live over here. This is where I live is 10 West Lane Street. So I could also type it here. So if I just type it, this is actually where I live, so it's just don't. Okay, I made a mistake. I live here, okay, 10 W Lane Street in Modelo, Texas. And if you want to come here and meet me, you better be at least 30 seconds to 25 minutes away from me, because if you're like 30, 26, you can always look, you can always go to Google Maps and type that in and just see wherever I am. But this is not about where I live. This is a video about an incident that happened back in November 16th or 15th in 2012. Now you may heard November 15th or 16th of 2012. Those are, I think, one of those days. They were one of those days. They were like the day that a parade happened. Okay, so let's say it's normal parade, and you have a truck. Well, on that specific day, a train hit a truck. Now, I'm gonna show you pictures of when the incident happened. Now, cautions: if you're under 18 or over 18, then it's okay because there would not be blood. There would be no dead bodies. It's just showing of when the incident happened. So I'm gonna show those videos right now. So as you saw in those 10 seconds of pictures, you can actually see pictures of the incidents. Now, if you want to see more, because I only showed you those, there are more pictures. If you want to look it up, you can actually read about it, read an article about it, see see some pictures of videos, watch videos all about it. Now, the spooky part of this is, again, it actually happened in Texas, where I actually live. It's especially Midland, Texas. So if you guys live there, then yeah, and even worse, if you've been to that parade, weird for you. And if you were near the incident, even more bad luck for you, because people say that if a parade gets interrupted or it just gets canceled or anything like that, the people who were going to go to the parade, would they have bad luck, or it's canceled during the parade. So we don't know what happened. You guys can look it up, and I don't know what we can do. Now, similar to the other one, I am gonna put a video of the incident. Now, I don't think I have a video of when it happened. I think I only got the news of it, but I'm gonna show you one of them. If you want to go watch all the other ones, then you could do it right now.
Deadly and horrifying crash in Texas. Federal officials are now heading to Texas to join investigators probing why a freight train slammed right into a parade float carrying wounded veterans. ABC's Clayton Sandell is in Midland, Texas with the very latest on this. Clayton, good morning.
Good morning, Amy. This morning, investigators with the National Transportation Safety Board will be on the scene here trying to figure out just how this train ended up in the middle of a parade, killing 4 people and injuring 17.
Train got hit by a train. We need EMS units, any EMS units as you can.
The impact was deafening, witnesses say, as the Union Pacific train plowed into the parade float carrying 24 wounded veterans and their spouses.
I heard the noise, and I said, "This sounds like somebody got hit."
The horror unfolded shortly before 5 Thursday afternoon as 2 flatbed trucks carrying the veterans crossed railroad tracks in this industrial part of Midland. They were on their way to an annual Hunt for Heroes banquet.
My daughter heard the train coming and heard the horn.
Patricia Howell was at the crossing with her daughter and saw the train approaching.
She said, "Mom, they're going to hit." And I saw that the trailer was still on the tracks, and the people were jumping and trying to get off of the trailer before it hit.
And then the impact.
I just saw people under the train. They were like blood. There was blood all over there.
Headquarters, we are going to have multiple. We'll need everybody we can get down here.
Police say while some people were able to jump from the float before the crash, many of the victims on the back of the flatbed truck were in wheelchairs and could not escape.
The warriors, wounded warriors themselves, were helping each other. They were treating each other. They were moving each other. They threw it in. These military guys, this is not something that they should have had to go through again.
Now, Union Pacific says the gates and the lights at this crossing were working at the time of the crash. We're also hearing remarkable stories of heroism, including that of 34-year-old Joshua Michael, an Army sergeant who died in this crash. Reports say that he was able to push his wife off of the float before he was killed. Amy, George.
So as you saw in the video, it was about the news of this train crash that happened during the parade. There were about 26 people on it. 4 of those people died and 17 were injured. We don't know how it happened. Maybe it's because the train wasn't slowing down, or maybe it's because the train maybe it was a parade and they didn't install it like in the train. Only like the people who were like in like the people who were like on the side saw it, and then they had to like tell them, but they think that it was just normal. And I don't know what happened, but they couldn't have just saw a gate just go down and they know it was something. Now some people that were in the back actually were smart enough to actually realize there was a train coming, and then they have to get off. But the people, there was actually a wheelchair because on the very back there were some people with wheelchairs, so they couldn't get out. And there was like, I don't know, some coincidence about this. Now I did heard that 3 years after this incident happened, there was like a riot, probably about like a parade canceled during that day, which we don't know if it was real or not, and we don't know if it's still here. So if you're in Midlands, Texas, and if you have experienced that, comment down below so that I will know who witnessed the incident. Plus, if you want to see more of these, if you want to see more news about real life coincidence, I mean, it should happen on my second channel, but I had to do this late because if you didn't know, my second channel is actually coming out in July. I joked it was not actually coming in June. It was actually coming out in July because June 1st is still spring, but July 1st it's in summer because it's literally like 11 days after the first day of summer. So if you want to see more news, then comment down below. I don't know, news story. I don't know. If I make so many news, I might even turn this into a news series. So if you want more news, comment down below. If you also want to see more of these like incidents and stuff like that, then comment down below as well. And if I'm be like, I don't know, talking about things, we will see you soon. Bye.